Look at this log. All the way down here, and there is no stump. It's been thrown from somewhere.
That's a pine tree.
Those juniper. There's tracks down along here. They look like they're a little bit older. Whatever we're getting up into, there's a lot of activity up here. I mean, look at that trail. Did you hear that? I'm gonna leave it on. I can hear something. This would be the perfect place for something to watch if you were trying to come up here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that their feet are so wide and flat, their prints aren't very clear. But we're up here in just some crazy stuff up in here. I mean, you got that camera going behind you?
I'm going to in a second.
Because there's something out here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not running away. See, and these are those nuts. I mean, look how big those are. And I'm telling you, they're good. Could set into one of these trees and fill up. Look at that tree. Look at that. Something just shredded that whole thing. This is really... If you could only tell how steep this is by the camera. I'm not sure you can, but it's steep. I mean, if you tripped, you'd roll down before you got caught up in something. So thick. Look at that track. Look at that. Something's just... I just kind of put dirt in it, but that's what it was. I keep hearing something up on top.
I heard a crash up there a second ago.
I'd like to find a boneyard. Look at all that down in there, that mess that something's just torn through. Jeez. We're almost at the top. Look at that tree just crunched over.
I just saw something
Huh?
dark move behind a tree over there.
I heard something. Pan down through there. Deep country. Alright. Look. There's a lean on that. Right there. And then this is the one we just filmed. This is up on the, well, that peak's the highest, at least on this side of the mountain. But you know they use these. I'm surprised there's not like some great big old, well, they probably wouldn't want to be seen. That over there. It's almost like a kind of layer in there. I mean, that sits back so they could put something, you know, junior or whatever down in there. And this is like a big old thick. Ooh. I mean, that's walled in right there. Look at that. I mean, just perfect look at. You can see where something's been laying down there.
Wow.
Look at all that.
Yeah, that's huge.
I mean, this whole little area is just a bunch of crap in it. I mean, I just hope one doesn't jump right out and say hi. I'm not quite ready for that. I'll just, yeah, ooh, look at that, right there. Something right there. I mean, look, you want to talk about a blind. Look at that. They could sit on the other side of that tree and just push them through there. And
Trucks.
I stepped over that, but I don't know. That's something in here. This is weird right here. I'll admit. You don't see this often. Not like this. Look at that tree. What the hell? What are those? I've never seen a tree like that before.
Me either. Anywhere.
Ever. And that's a juniper. This has got Hotel California right here. Look at that. Can you tell me that isn't strategic?
Yeah. This big bed behind it. Good bed spot.
I mean, that's huge. All the way back in there. A whole group of them could sit right here and dispatch an elk. You know, I've thought about it. There's a cross right there. Look at that cross. I've thought about it. How many calories do you think it would take? Look at that lean. Look at that lean right there. How many calories do you think it would take if you were 8 feet tall and you weighed 1,000 pounds or 800 pounds? How many calories did you have to consume?
About 8,000 a day.
At least, right? So you'd have to have a huge food supply, like elk or deer, something big. And during pine nut season, you could get a lot of your calories just from that. They're loaded with calories. That was weird up in there. So here's another little den up here at the top. It's about half, well, not half, it's midway down. Starting to find these on this side. The other side didn't have any of this.
That's a fresh bush over there.
Yeah, that's not old. 25 yards away, then we wouldn't see them. But they could be up in the tree. And these are huge junipers, huge. They don't usually get that big, that I know of. This is really weird. I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know?
Yeah, I was just gonna say something's not right.
Look how that's just all bunched.
There's too much sign in here.
Yeah, in this area it's just way, way too much. Probably walking right into a snare. I mean, if they are intelligent.
I tell you what, if one snares me,
Well, you brought an extra pair of underwear, so if we got you down, you're all right.
I'm out. Yeah. I've been doing sit-ups so I could pull myself up, cut that snare with my leg.
Well, you're gonna have to catch up to me. I'll be halfway down the mountain. You know, if they are intelligent, they might be able to do something like that. You just don't know. Maybe not a snare, but maybe a.
And if I get snared, I'm grabbing hold of you real quick.
That's all right. So I can grab that gun out of your pack. Crap. This is just a different feel altogether on this side. Like, look at that. I mean, just little weird things. They don't even really have to try up here to make a blind or anything. I mean, they're just everywhere. And it's so thick, all they'd have to do is stay 15 yards ahead of us and we'd never see them. Okay, now, see this tree right there. Now, if you were walking up here and you didn't know what's up here, you'd think something ripped the heck out of that tree. But that's an elk. That right there is an elk. And he went to town on that tree. I'm pretty sure it's him. Everything up in here just feels you could just be hunted. You wouldn't even know. I mean, look at those crowds. We're gonna try to find a place on the other side that's not this thick to put the trail cam. I just think the wind would cause too much. Look at that. Look at that blind right there.
Look at that branch that's been thrown up in the
Yeah,
air.
look at that. God. Look at that.
And right up inside of it, they set that baby.
Yeah, that'd be a good place. You can just put Junior in there, or you could even set in there. I mean, in some of these, whatever they are, layers, there's enough room for a whole family of these things. This is an old miner's camp that's up in here. I mean, look at these old boards. Look at this whole little cabin that was in here. These thick trees. That's kind of cool. They probably got ran out of here on a rail. I mean, look at that. There's tracks right over there. Look at that wood. That actually looks like a wall right there.
Yeah, some kind of a wall.
Wow. There's that bed spring down there too, like, you know, I'm not sure where their claim or anything was, or if there was. It's just kind of a interesting little area. You don't see that very often. All this old wood. Get some of that wood. Came driving up on our wheelers and looked at that fresh break. That tree's just been broke. That pine tree was still alive. All this area is thick. Okay, and this is what happens when we stop and take a breath, a break for some food. I'll film up in there a little bit.
We like to use the Montreal steak grill mates from McCormick.
Stuff's good.
Good stuff.
It is good.
It'll make a shoe taste good.
It will. This thing right here, this is just down from where we were. And look how these rocks have been piled in here. Okay. I mean, that's got some briars in it. Alright. Okay, we walked up past that can, or where we're eating. Look how that's been twisted. Just twisted. Like they made something with that. And then up in here, this has actually got some kind of a, I would never, even if they had a gun to my head, I would come in here at night. I mean, it's super thick. Look at this. Look at how this stuff is just laid down.
Wow.
It's really thick, but look in here. I mean, if you don't think something big could hide in here, look at these tracks.
That's crazy.
And then all these things are just laid down. Look at those sticks, how they've been just stacked.
It's so thick.
And that one in between. I don't know if I dare. I might not come back out of this hole. Then it opens up. Wow. That might be a good place for a cam.
Oh yeah.
Right on that tree over there.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good thing I didn't bring it. I crawl back through there, get stripped naked. Alright, we were coming up this trail to where we were having our, looking for a place for the trail cam, and we come across this carcass. And right there you can see the trachea. I don't know if you can see that. It's been ripped out. And it's an elk. What's funny is, there's no legs. It's almost like they took the legs or ripped them off or threw them down in that. Ooh, that's a. Look at that trail.
Wow.
And that's a. There's a good watering hole right down in there. Wow, look at that Oh, this is where we got to put our other trail cam right here.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
He just took off to go look down by the water, and I'm sitting here cooking these steaks, and I heard something, kind of a deep growl sound, come from up that direction. There's a trail that goes back through there. It's pretty thick in there. Hearing some branches cracking too. Really weird. It was distinct, very loud.
All right. Here we're out. Got to our spot. There's some cliffs over there, and looks like some caves. There's some pretty weird stuff up in there too, but this is a neat little place to make some things.
Hey,
What is it?
there's something over there in front of. I can't make out what it is. It's kind of something that looks weird. So,
Is it that black thing on the left?
no, on the right side, past that black thing on the right side, towards the end, there's kind of something little
Where at?
weird sticking up. It's just a
Just
light
right
color.
over.
It looks like a pole or a lizard, alien or something standing there.
I'm gonna fall down.
So to the right side of that dark spot. It's kind of
Okay.
almost to the, not quite
Almost
to
at
the
the
end,
cliffs on top of that rock.
to the, you know, if you start on the very right side of the cliff, the rock, and go left, you'll see kind of something skinny, just some kind of a
What is that?
gray looking thing. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
That's not crow shit, is it? It's just down the side of that rock.
It's just, I can't see. I don't have my contacts in, but
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's some. There's some small caves over there.
yeah, be worth going to look at.
Yeah.
Now that's what it's all about.
It is too. See, and these are the healthiest of the healthy right here.
Whatever reason you have, come out into the wild like this, you got to make it worthwhile. We don't go anywhere without steaks.
We eat meat.
It could be 14 degrees in a blizzard, and we've got our grill.
And we've done it. We've cooked them.
And I'm talking the whole roast. It's sliced into 2-inch thick steaks.
Keep hearing stuff back up in there.
That's some thick stuff. I want to go in there.
I'll show you that one when we're done. It's really weird.
The way this water hole is right in here. This is an awesome spot. I can imagine finding some structures in here.
Well, I mean, when you look over there, either a mountain lion or something else came through there, because that's not a deer trail. There's too much stuff.
Yeah,
They can't go under that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
it's thick.
But that
But
little,
there's an obvious trail. That's the thing.
yeah. I looked around here for some kind of structure. There was nothing as far
Look
as
how large those trees are up in there.
yeah. Those are just huge. I mean, you go running out through that and you'll be naked before you get 10 feet out there.
That's some harsh stuff.
Yeah, it'll rip you dry. I mean, look at the thorns right here. I don't even know what that is. I'll probably end up with it stuck in the side. And my knife. Can't go anywhere without a knife.
Look at that.
Look at those. The thorns on that. They look cool, but
If there's anything in this area, it'll be coming out towards us in a minute once that steak smell gets
yeah.
broadcast out throughout these hills.
I know. That meat. We're gonna have to film that that carcass down there on the way out.
Yeah.
Came across the dead elk right in the middle of the trail. There was
almost
no
forgot.
legs, no legs,
No head.
no head.
So
The
they
trachea was there,
They eat the brain, they eat the guts.
and they leave the.
It's interesting
Yeah.
how they took the legs, the femur bones and all that, because they like that marrow.
Yeah, they do. I'd like to find those bones. You know, they just took them though.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot to apply the McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning. This will make anything taste good.
It will too. Put some of that with some of that that sweet smoked mesquite.
I've eaten tree branches and thorn bushes smothered in Montreal steak sauce. It tastes good.
It's just like smoking up some jerky. Smoked boot. It'll taste good.
This is an interesting little spot.
I don't have that feeling though.
No. Four-wheeler trail just dead ends right here.
Yeah.
And it's not very well used.
And you can tell that there's water here all the time. And I'll take you over here to this. This little, turn it over. Came out here to look at the fence that was torn down and look at these crosses that have been laid out. And they've been here for a while, I just didn't notice them. Look at how all those sticks are
Have
just
they been
parallel. Huh?
Have they been there though, or since the fence was torn down?
Well, it may have been since the fence was torn down. I don't know. I've never seen them, and I've walked through here 50 times. That's just crazy.